Good morning again. Welcome back. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, just as a beautiful day I am having today. So, Marlene, I am here to teach you to be a better version of yourself, which is necessary. So, we are still on the topic about words. We spoke about the dynamic power of words last week, but we are still on the same topic as this is something that we really have to realize and we get the grasp on how this works. So today I will just talk to you a little bit about some more about words. The words that you think and the words that you speak and what effect all of that has on your life each and every day. You see, every word that you think and speak shapes your life. I think it's a little while ago, a few years ago, when this whole law of attraction thing, basically started. Because it's not a old concept, it's a fairly new concept. Okay. And when it all started, people tended to say that, your words are not important. What's important is your mindset, what you think, and what you feel together with it. But in the meantime, many of us, has realized that it's not only about your feelings and the things that you think, your mindset. The words that come from your mouth has extreme power. Because you see that your thoughts and your feelings are created by words. See, I figure that your words that you say are stronger, have more power, are more potent than that which you just think and feel. Although those are really important too. You have to realize it's not one thing, but one thing has more effect than the others. You see, the stuff that you think and that you say on a regular basis, together with what you feel, that combination, if you keep doing that day after day after day, the same thing, this basically gets imprinted into your subconscious mind. And that which is imprinted in your subconscious mind, that which you believe, yes, it becomes a belief. Exactly. It becomes a belief, and that which you believe is that what is out there in your life. So it comes down to what you put into your subconscious mind. I'm showing at the back of my head because that's the picture that I have of where your subconscious is, but it's not an actual place that you can touch. It's not. But it's there. It's in your mind. You see, you can't say, well, what I'm thinking about right now it's right there. It's right there. It's in the whole of it. It's the whole, all of it. So let's get back to what we were talking about. Your belief becomes your reality. Your belief is what you are, and what you are is your reality. See, your words and your thoughts are basically the same thing. Yes, that makes sense. That's why it would say, or I would say that, see, your thoughts and your feelings are powerful, but your words even more so. Because your words is that which you've thought expressed out loud. So now you can experience it with more of your five senses. So when you verbalize these thoughts, other people, you see, all of this is energy. So now, if you take your thoughts and you verbalize them, first of all, you hear them, and others around you do too. Because you don't sit there by yourself talking to yourself. Usually you sit there and you talk to someone. So you're telling someone else these words. So you create the belief within yourself, and then you create the same belief in other people that you're talking to. So by doing that, these people also believe what you are saying, because usually it's people that you trust or that trusts you. So now you have your energy that you put into this, and now you're spreading these words, and you got these other people's energies also invested into this. So now you make it this big, huge, believable thing, not only to you, but to the other people around you and the universe. And you imprint that into your mind. So you imprint that into your mind. My apologies. It's not Corona. I'm glad it's not. So now you've imprinted it into your mind, and you've imprinted it in these minds of other people as well. So you've made this huge power that you gave to these words by thinking them and by uttering them out loud. You've given them so much power, you can't even fathom how much. Put out there, what you put out there, and all this energy that you've created and that you've generated and that you keep moving. Because sometimes, conversation, you talk about something now, and then later on you see someone else and you be saying the same thing to this person, and it just becomes this big snowball spiral effect. And all of this is energy created. So becomes this never ending loop downwards going. If it's not positive, if it's positive and it's uplifting and then it's a different thing. But we are not talking about the stuff that we do not want, the stuff that we want to change. You see, I have heard something a while ago. I heard a quote, and I don't remember who it was, but this quote says basically that what you hear and say about yourself, that is what your life becomes. I think I just messed up the quote. I don't remember it correctly. You see, what you believe, basically, what you believe becomes your reality. And how do you believe things? You think it, you speak it, you feel it, and it's imprinted and it's made a belief. So any belief, luckily, can be changed. But see, the moment that you believe something, then it becomes your reality. This is not something I'm telling you that's out of this world. It's it's information that's been out there that maybe you didn't realize before. But this is very powerful stuff. This is stuff that can change your life because your thoughts generate your words. So basically, your words are an extension of your thoughts. And your thoughts are the building blocks of your reality. I'm rambling a lot today. Does it make sense at all? Does any of this make sense? So what you think about often and what you say and speak about often becomes your reality. As easy as that. You experience what you are within. So whatever you say, if you say I am poor, if you say that I have a lack of money, and if you say I'm sick all the time, oh, I have, oh, it gives me chills. That's what you will be. That's what you will attract. And that, lo and behold, that will be, that's what it will be. So the moment that you start to say beautiful, good things, say, I am healthy, I am strong, I am wealthy, I am successful, I am amazing, I am beautiful. The moment when you start to say things like that, and you say it to yourself on a regular basis, you think it, you say it, even just to yourself in the mirror. We've spoken about that before. I gave you a way to pick yourself up early morning without really having to do hard work for it. Just talk to yourself. Look yourself in the eye. You believe yourself all the time. You are the one person who cannot lie to yourself. So you believe yourself all the time. Then say these things to yourself about yourself that you want for yourself. And you will see. I have one person which I thought was going down the rails. But let me tell you this story. This person came to me a while ago saying, oh, I need help, and oh, my life is this and that, and all these things that's happened to me, and life is so unfair, and people are just treating me this way, and really all these heavy, negative stuff. And well, first of all, I didn't know what to do. And then when I took a day and I thought about it, I thought, well, maybe let's get this person to come inside and to sit on that chair across from my desk. And I will tell this person what I've been telling the world being paid for. I will give this to this person for free. I will give this person the information and see what will happen. So first of all, first he sat there and he laughed at me. He said, well, can't be that easy. I said, well, it is. It's you. The whole problem is you. All of what's going on in your life, all of what you're attracting, all of what you're experiencing, all of what people are doing to you and saying about you, it's all you. It's all you attracting all this stuff. And he became quiet and he sat there and I gave him a few exercises to do. And what happened? The next day, the very next day, I got this message saying, oh, but my life is this, my life is that, from the same person. And oh, I'm so sad, and oh, I've been crying the whole time, and oh, all this stuff that's happened to me, and oh, no. And for those of you that know me personally would know, the moment you do that, I cut you off, because I was just like, dude, I had you right here in front of me. I gave you all the information that you needed, and I told you to come back 3 days later so that we can continue our lesson. So lesson 1 done. And in my opinion, lesson 1 was a disaster, because he immediately went back to what was. And then 2 days later, I just didn't answer even. I didn't. I'm sorry, I got better things to do. I'm not going to lick you the whole time. Just pick yourself up. It's your responsibility to pick yourself up. It's no one else's. I can help you and I can show you how to and I can tell you how to, but I can't do it for you. It's the same as to bring a horse to the water. You can bring the horse to the water and you can put his face into it. If he doesn't want to drink, he will not drink. It's the same thing. You can't make someone do something. So I left it there. And 2 days later, I get a telephone call with great news. He says, well, I'll be coming to you later today. I feel much better. And okay, I have to say, I gave him some stuff to read, stuff that I've written in these past few months. Stuff that I've written, about life and all these, and what effect what stuff has on you and your life. And I gave him this stuff to read. I said, well, you read this and you bring it back to me. Well, after day number, 3 days, he contacted me. He said, well, I'm coming to you today. I know I missed my appointment earlier, but I'm coming to you today. I read the stuff that you gave to me. It was a little bit hard, but I went through it because, my handwriting is not the easiest to read in the world. I know that. Especially when I'm like on the move and I'm just going. I'm the only one that can read it. He managed to, which is really good. I have to say, that's really good. So now he phones, he says, well, I'm coming today. And thank you so much for the stuff that you've given me on that piece of paper. It's almost a book. It's not one piece of paper. It's many pieces of paper. But he said, thank you. I read through that after I was so down in the dumps. And then the stuff you've given me has started to pick me up. The stuff you've given me has started to make sense. And I realize now what I have to do. And he says, since then, since I've made the choice to listen to you and to read the stuff that you've given me and to do the exercise, because I gave him a book as well and I told him to write some affirmations every day. He says, since I've done that, I have 2 job opportunities, first of all, that just came to him. It's not big, but it's something that can give him food on the table. It's something that can pay for a place to stay at. He says, my life has changed. So far, so good. So I want to come to you. I want to know more. I want to learn more. Will you teach me? Yes. Yes. Of course, yes. I will teach him and I will teach you everything that I know. Because I know the change that it has made within me. I know the change that it's made in my life. It can change your entire life for the better. Why would I not give it to you? Is that not, after all, why we are here for? We are here to leave this place better than we found it. And we are here to give value and love and happiness to others. We are here to serve others, not ourselves. This whole thing is not just about you or just about me. It's not at all. There's a greater, higher purpose in everything on this planet. There's a beautiful purpose for each of us. So if you now know, and we'll be talking about this roughly in the same concept, but the whole week. We'll be concentrating on this the whole week because it's really important that you know. What comes from you shapes your life. Because what you are saying is not only picked up by yourself and your subconscious mind only, it's also those of others. And it's energy. These words you put out as energy, they're like flying around in the air. You can't see them, but they create patterns. And these patterns bring stuff back to you. That's how I see it as a little picture. So you send out these words and they go, and then later on, it's somewhere it catches something and it thinks, oh, but this resonates perfectly. And then it all comes back again, all to you with this energy wave. There's a doctor somewhere. There was a doctor. I've seen this more than once. People doing it with water and people doing it with plants. It's an experiment. So what they do, they have different cups of water, for instance, and they speak different words into it, and they freeze it. And the difference in these frozen water is amazing. It's amazing. The effect. The same with plants. I've seen that as well. So they plant exactly the same little plant in the same conditions with the same amount of water, the same nutrients, all of that's the same seed. So the plant that you give beautiful words to every day, uplifting, growing, beautiful words, this plant grows faster and prospers way more than all the others. The one that you tell you're going to kill all the time, it dies. It does. It just dies. You can give it exactly the same as the other one. And then the way you do all these negativity and all these hard and heavy words, and that one really struggles. It does. So if it's the same for water and for plants, how much more for you? That's a living, breathing, thinking human being. Okay, you're actually a spiritual being, but still, you have this power, you have this great power that you know how to use, and we just have to believe. You have to believe and you have to know this. This is important. It affects your life. If you speak bad about other people, imagine what comes back to you. You put it out there. Just stop. That's something that every one of us has to stop. If you don't have beautiful things to say, don't say anything. That saying has never ever been more true in life. If you don't have something beautiful and good to say, don't say anything. Keep quiet. And then train yourself not to think anything as well. Let it go. And welcome the beauty and express the beauty only. So this is where I'm telling you to let it go. But there's a way to do it easily. Because if you know how to ride a horse, you will get up and you will ride a horse. But if you're like me and you don't know how to ride a horse, you cannot just get up and ride the horse. You'll kill yourself. You need someone to teach you how to ride that horse properly. Well, today I am that person that's going to teach you to ride this horse perfectly. And there are ways to exercise it, I think. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. Affirmations. Ever heard of affirmations before? Affirmations is a valuable tool to use to change your thinking and your speaking, together with your feeling. Always the feelings. Remember the feelings. It's got to be there. So affirmations are a powerful tool that you should use. You should use it every day. Every day. So the thing that they say is affirmations should be, especially in extreme cases, you should use your affirmations at least 3 times a day or more if you can. So an affirmation works that way. It's a positive thing that you're thinking, you're saying to yourself, and you're feeling it, and also write it down. Write it down, read it aloud, think it as much as you can throughout the day. I've had at some point something that I really wanted to change, and I wanted to change it instantly. But I know it can't be done that way because, as in anything in nature, it takes time. Stuff doesn't just happen, poof, magically in an instant. It takes time. So, in order to do this and to do it and to get the results that I wanted as quickly as possible, I just. I just forgot what I was saying. As quickly as possible, I did these affirmations like, oh, right. I did these affirmations like 10 times a day. I had an alarm for every, if I remember correctly, I think it was every 40 minutes. Every 40 minutes, I had an alarm go off, and this alarm would trigger and say, oh, but you got to do this. And I had my little piece of paper that I carried in my pocket, and I'll take it out, and I'll open it up, and I'll see what I wrote on there, and I'll read it, and I'll read it out loud. And again, I will repeat it to myself. I will repeat it and I will repeat it until I get that feeling, that feeling in your heart and that feeling in the pit of your stomach. I just made myself, and then, okay, again, 40 minutes later, do the same thing for a minute or two and continue. Yeah, yes, it worked like magic. Before I knew it, I had what I wanted. And it manifested without real other, a lot of energy. It just did. So affirmations are a good thing to do. It's a statement. See, an affirmation is a statement. It's a statement that you keep repeating to yourself. You keep repeating it to yourself on a constant basis in order to get what it is that you want. I've been doing affirmations for 2 or 3 years now, depending on the situation and depending on what I want. So let me give you an idea. And remember, the word not does not exist to the universe. So do not use the word not. It sounds, say for instance, I would like a red Ferrari. I do not want a white Ferrari. That's not going to work. Don't do the do not want. You say what you want. Everything else you leave out. Don't say the stuff to yourself that you do not want, because the word not does not exist to the universe. So be careful of that. That's a tiny tip that I have that is, people don't usually speak about it. But it's the truth. The word not does not exist. Refrain from using it. Because if you say that whole sentence, say, I do not want a white Ferrari. I do, take the not out, because the not does not exist. I do want a white Ferrari. That's exactly what you're going to get. That which you do not want. So, first of all, you take out the not. Don't ever say it that way. You just say what it is that you want in detail. Exact detail. So, financially, you say things like, I will win. I am going to win. I will win. Career-wise, all of it. Your mentally, financially, physically, your health, your love, your relationships, all of it. I will do this. I want this. I am going to, yes. And then you say, thank you that this and this has happened. Thank you for the great love that I have. Thank you for all the abundance that I have. Very important. That's part of praying. We've never really learned how to pray as well. All of us that's real Christians or not, doesn't matter. Anyone that prays, that pray, we never really learned how to pray properly. So now I've had the situation as well as someone telling me, but I'm praying like 6 or 10 times a day. But every time I pray, the opposite happens. Well, does God not love me? It's not the point. It's the way that you uttering your words while you pray. That has a great effect. Pray for that which you want and then be thankful always. Always be thankful. Never ever let that go by. Even if it's just, you had no food and you got an orange today. Be thankful for that orange because it's the best thing that's happened to you. You'll see the change in your life and in yourself. You see. Affirmations are beliefs that you instill in yourself. Affirmations are things to remind what it is that you want. That what you want and that what you affirm every day must be the same. Because your reality follows suit. But if it's a contradiction, it'll also not happen because what do you know what? You don't even know what you want. Well, how should I know what you want? The universe will say. So you have to say the right thing. And then you add your emotions to it. You see? So you decide what it is that you want. And then you take a book and a piece of paper and you write it down. You put it in your pocket. And you read it every day. As much as you can, at least 3 times a day. You read it and you believe it and you imprint it into your mind, into your subconscious mind, because that's where your whole life starts. If you want this bad enough, if you want this change bad enough, you will make the change in yourself right now. Don't think it's going to come by itself. It takes hard work, and you got to do it. No one else. You are responsible for yourself every day. No one else is. So with that being said, I think I've said more than more than I wanted to. Sometimes it happens, I get so carried away. But I hope this really hits home and that you understand. It's a small thing to do, which will eventually have tremendous effects on your life. Good ones. So, with all that, I thank you for coming and I thank you for watching and all that stuff. You know what to do. I'll greatly appreciate if you do. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Thank you. If you were destined to be the only person to hear this today, then that's good too. Thank you. I just want to help, whether it's one person or 10,000. So may you have a beautiful, wonderful day today. May you be blessed in all that you do and in all the decisions that you make and in all the things that you speak. May you be blessed in such a way that it's all for the highest good of everyone and everything involved. May this day be the best day of your life so far. Because tomorrow is going to be better than today. And the day after that will be better than tomorrow. So I've heard that once. I heard someone say, may today be the best day ever. And may today be the best day ever. May today be better than yesterday. And tomorrow be better than today. Maybe I messed that up. But if you understand, say yes. Yes, we do. So, thank you. I appreciate. And watch out for the beautiful new stuff coming. Oh, there's many changes. Many, 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 many beautiful changes coming. So watch out for them if you're interested. If not, you got to find someone who can motivate you. If it's not me, you find the person that is. But enjoy your day. Love you. Can't wait to come back and speak to you again.